My child, listen to the voice that calls you in the midst of the rubble of what you thought would last forever. It is I, your God, the one who remains when all others leave, the one who holds you when everything crumbles, the one who sees beyond what your eyes can perceive. I am the Lord who establishes the heavens with the palm of my hand and holds your heart, even when everything around you seems to fall apart. Today I come with divine authority and eternal tenderness to tell you nothing fell by chance, nothing collapsed outside of my control. It was my hand, my care, my loving permission. I allowed everything to fall. I let the structures shake, the castles of sand be swept away by the wind, and the fragile bonds be undone, not because I wanted to hurt you, but because I needed to open your eyes to the truth, to what is eternal, to what remains, to who I am. You cried, I saw it. You felt like you lost everything. I heard your silent cries in the depths of the night. But even so, here you are, still standing, still breathing. You remain because I was the one who upheld you. You still exist because my love did not fail. When everything fell, I stayed. When everyone left, I remained. When the ground gave way, I was the one who carried you in my arms. You didn't realize it, but it wasn't your strength that kept you alive. It was my grace. It was my outstretched hand. It was my invisible embrace that sealed your soul and guarded your spirit. My child, I am the one who does not leave when the seasons change. I am the one who stays by your side even when the applause fades, even when the crowd disperses. Yes, I allowed it because I am a father. And a father who truly loves does not let his child rely on illusions. I needed to break the distorted mirrors that showed you a false image of yourself and the world. I needed to dismantle the idols you built with trembling hands and fragile hopes. Because as long as you trusted in what was unstable, you would never lean completely on me, and I love you too much to let you build your life on the sand. I am the rock. And when everything around you collapses, it is so that you may discover that there is a foundation that cannot be shaken. My word, my love, my presence. It is written, even if the mountains shake and the hills tremble, my love for you will not be removed. You ask, but why, Lord? Why did you allow so much suffering? And I answer you with tenderness, because it was necessary. Because my purpose is eternal. I saw you bound to people who only drained you, lost in alliances that were never blessed by me. I saw your essence fade as you tried to please those who never truly valued you. So I acted, with zeal, with firmness, with love. I exposed what was hidden, uprooted what was buried, and brought to light what you did not want to see, but needed to face. And in the midst of the fall, I revealed myself. In the midst of the pain, I drew near. In the midst of the collapse, I embraced you. My child, you were not rejected. You were redirected. You were not forgotten. You were rescued. You did not lose. You were preserved. What fell was never held by me. What was undone was already corrupted inside, but you couldn't see it. And because I love you so much, I couldn't bear to watch you build your life on ruins. That is why I allowed everything to come crashing down. And in the dust of destruction, I showed you what truly matters, the faith that keeps you standing, the love that comes from me, the hope that never disappoints. I showed you that even without palaces, you have a place in my kingdom. Even without human recognition, you are known by me. Even without all the things you thought were essential, you survived. Because what sustains you is not what the world gives, but what I have already placed within you. Now look around you. See who remained. See who even in the storm still holds your hand. See who even in silence still prays for you. See who, without understanding everything, stayed by your side. These are gifts I left for you, living proofs of my care. And above all, your God, I remained. I was always there. I will always be there. I will not leave you. I will not abandon you. I am with you just as I was with Moses, just as I was with David, just as I was with Joseph in prison, just as I was with Elijah in the cave. And now I am with you in this moment, when everything seems to be in ruins. Because in my kingdom, ruins are the beginning of reconstruction. The rubble is the seed of glory. The losses are the doors to something new. You thought the end had come, but it was only the beginning. You believed the fall was the end of the story, but this is the chapter where I enter with my mighty hand and my outstretched arm. And I declare, behold, I make all things new. Right now it hurts, I know, but trust me. One day you will look back and thank me for every fall, for every loss, for every closed door, because it was in those moments that I formed you, shaped you, and strengthened you. The glory that is coming will be greater than the pain that has passed. The house will be rebuilt, the story will be redeemed, and your testimony will be powerful, because what seemed like ruins will become an altar. My child, let me ask you, who was your refuge before the fall? Who did you rely on? Who held the place in your heart that belonged only to me? Reflect on this, because now, free from those false securities, I can teach you what it truly means to trust in me. I can guide you on paths of peace. I can take you to higher places. Are you ready to embrace the new? Are you willing to leave the past on the altar and follow me without reservations? Because reconstruction begins with surrender. And today, here now, I invite you, give me your broken pieces. I know what to do with them. I'm the potter. I am the restorer. I'm the one who brings life from the ashes. My child, take a deep breath. The worst is over. The fall was hard, but you survived. And not only that, you have been transformed. You are being healed. You are being prepared. Those who laughed at your fall will witness your restoration. Those who left you in times of lack will see your harvest in times of abundance. Those who despised you will see that I was with you all along, because it is written, "Those who sow in tears will reap with joy." My child, listen to me. This is not the time to shrink back. This is not the time to let the weight of your past dictate the direction of your future. You have carried burdens that were never meant to be yours. You have held on to pain, regret, and fear as if they defined you. But I say to you today, they do not. You are defined by my love, by my calling, by my purpose for you. I have placed inside you a fire that cannot be quenched, a light that darkness cannot extinguish, but you must choose to let it shine. You must choose to stand, even when everything in you wants to sit down and hide. You must choose to trust, even when you do not understand. Faith is not about seeing, it is about believing in the one who sees all. You ask me, Lord, when will the promise be fulfilled? And I tell you, in my perfect time. But while you wait, I am not idle, I am working, I am aligning, shifting, and preparing you for what is ahead. Do not mistake my silence for inaction. I am the God who works in the unseen, the one who moves beyond what human eyes can perceive. There are doors opening that you have not even knocked on. There are people I am positioning who will speak your name in rooms you have never entered. There are opportunities forming that you cannot yet comprehend, but you must be ready to walk through them. You must prepare, even when it feels like nothing is happening. I see your frustration, I hear your sighs in the quiet of the night. You wonder why the road has been so difficult, why the battles have been so intense. But my child, do you not realize, the greater the calling, the greater the refining. I have not allowed these struggles to destroy you. I have allowed them to strengthen you. The fire you have walked through was not meant to consume you, but to purify you, to prepare you for what I am about to release in your life. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are forgotten. He has whispered lies, saying that I have abandoned you. But I ask you, have I ever failed you? Look back, my child. Remember the times I carried you when you thought you would fall. Remember the moments when provision came out of nowhere, when doors opened at just the right time. If I was faithful then, will I not be faithful now? I am shifting you into a new level of faith. No longer will you depend on what you see with your natural eyes. No longer will you rely on the validation of people. You will learn to walk by faith, to trust in my voice alone. I am taking you deeper, calling you higher, stretching you beyond what you thought was possible. Do not resist the stretching. Do not fear the unknown. I am with you in every step, in every decision, in every moment of uncertainty. I am the lamp unto your feet, the guide for your path. You do not need to have all the answers, you only need to follow me. And yes, there will be moments when you feel unqualified. There will be moments when you wonder, why me, Lord? But I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. I do not choose based on human standards, I choose based on my purpose, and I have chosen you. The enemy has tried to distract you, to keep you focused on what you lost, on what did not go as planned. But I say to you, lift your eyes. Do not look at what is behind you, look at what is before you. The past is not your destination, the pain is not your future, the mistakes do not define your destiny. You have been in a season of pruning, a time when I have cut away the things that could not go with you into the next season. It was painful, yes, but necessary. I am a gardener and I prune what I love so that it may bear more fruit. If I had allowed everything to remain, you would have been weighed down, unable to carry the fullness of what I have planned for you. Now, my child, arise, take courage, strengthen your spirit. The season of sorrow is ending and a season of joy is coming. The battles you fought in the dark will be the victories you testify about in the light. The tears you cried in secret will turn into shouts of praise. What the enemy meant for harm, I am turning for good. Do not underestimate what I am about to do in your life. Do not limit me with small expectations. I am a limitless God, and I am about to move in ways that will astound you. You will look back and see that every delay was protection, every detour was direction, and every hardship was preparation. And through it all, my child, I was there. When you felt alone, I was standing beside you. When you thought you had nothing left, I was the one who sustained you. When you wondered if you could go on, I was the one who breathed strength into your weary soul. You did not survive by accident, you survived because I willed it. So now, step forward with confidence. The enemy cannot stop what I have ordained. No power in hell, no opposition on earth can cancel my plans for you. Walk boldly into the new, knowing that I go before you. The ones who doubted you will see my hand on your life. The ones who left you will witness my restoration. The ones who mocked you will see my glory revealed through you. I will prepare a table before you, and those who once dismissed you will watch as I lift you up. But remember, my child, this is not about your glory. It is about mine. This is not about your success. It is about my purpose. Do not let pride take root. Stay humble. Stay surrendered. Stay in my presence. The moment you start thinking it is by your own strength, you will falter. But as long as you rely on me, you will stand firm. I am calling you into deeper intimacy, more than the blessings, more than the miracles. I want you to know me, to walk with me, to seek me with your whole heart. The greatest gift I can give you is not what is in my hand, it is my presence itself. If you have me, you have everything. So come, my child, the past is done, the pain is redeemed, the waiting is not in vain, the story is not over. What I have written for you is greater than you can imagine. The best is not behind you, it is ahead. Now wipe your tears, lift your hands, open your heart. The season of rebuilding has begun, and I am leading you into a place of abundance. The wilderness was only a passage. Your promised land is before you. And when you step into it, when you see the fulfillment of what I have spoken, remember this moment. Remember the journey. Remember that I was with you in the valley before I brought you to the mountaintop. And let your life be a testimony, a living altar of my faithfulness. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are loved beyond measure. And I, your God, am with you now and forever. Please subscribe to receive more of my truth and turn on notifications so you never miss what I have to say to you.